Hello, don't mind my finger. Running people in my narrative part 1, page 1, because of my internet experience. So, in this one, me, just so you guys know, Kim Moses, user Kim Wafa, Kanga, Katniss, Kim Possible Minnie Mouse, we have Hannah Montana, Sarabi, Zatanna, Tiana, Snow White, Hermione, and Kiara. This is me and Roz, Kala, Tata, and Kala. Sky. No, that's right. We started like Sarah Sinking tonight. 4, we have Johnny Tonight, Maddie Bender Morianishi, Marcellian, Emily Chen, Alan Rowland, and Theo Massimo. I'm Koana, Holman, Emmy, Golomai Orlando, Press 1, Bartholomew, Sean Abe, and Sheen Abe, Karen Larson, Jeffrey Lim, Spoke Actor, we have Red Hood, Asbury, Nemo, Yosko, District 7, Ethan Garland, Jonathan Etiwate, Isabella Etiwate, Branson Tenoret, Brooks, Alexis, and Tula, District 8. We have Travis Kelsey, Chico Barrett, Anna Soon, Ryder Iwata, Anella Ray, Devin Nguyen, Taylor Milan, Cooper Ray, V. Quint, Gamas, Sherry, Nina, Daniel, and Lizzie. I distribute 10 the Horn Cell, Mini runs away, and Devin myself, Easter time, Mr. Golden runs into Copy and Time, Teal runs away, Hermione runs away. Ethan grab a girl backpack. Green runs away. Ransom shield start in fight, Braxton kills the Miss Jordan falls back and die. 2 runs away, Savannah runs away, Preston runs away, and Taylor grab baby back. Tiana runs away, Yosef runs away, Sarah kills Miss Chen with a hatchet. Johnny runs away, Mr. Young runs away, Anella seriously injured John with the amount of misery. Chad, Lizzie, Dustin, Katniss, everything they did before anyway. I runs away, Brooks runs away, Gatana runs away, Miss Onishi stabbed Mr. Albe while his back in turn. Isabella finds the bullet, arrow, and a clever. Charles expels them all and rain. Red Hood runs Cornucopia and hide. Game Master runs away. Tyler stands Cornucopia. Elminac runs away. Cooper grabbed Mushroom Chicken. Kayana grabbed Good Night. Kim, Possible Tea Spirit runs on Cornucopia. Daniel runs away. Stoll runs away. Mr. Lim runs away. Emmy runs away. Maya runs away. Miss Larson runs away. Kelsey Travis runs away. Nana takes Spirit from California. And Montana runs away. Kyle finds Backpack from Camp. Nemo runs away. Brooklyn grabs the cup. Connor playing Polychark. Killing Cool Maddie as runs away. Sky Guy Machine King. Miss Stuff is killing V and Roz. Kang to grab baby clothes. Snow White runs away. And Sir Robbie thinks this one. Day 1, Car, Miss Larson Street. Halloween Halloween Street. He also fishes a sun makes one sphere, Daniel makes one sphere. Azure and Kramer found. Sarah still can tell while she is looking. Preston was hunting. Dora takes Mr. Golden. Regina racing Belfast from Hunter. Mr. Lambton for baby. Snow tries to fish Ryan. Lizzie and Tango work there for a day. Diana Teal Eastern Johnny under street. Teal is stealed from Katniss while she isn't looking. Mr. Young himself. Nemo's response says. Hello, Robin shakes hand. Montana Anella saw Anna. Devin overheard Tiana and Brent talking distant. Isabella kills Virginia Snow White fishes. Ethan tries to sleep the entire day. Minnie Mouse brings Rick from the killer. She refuses to keep Minnie Mouse alive. Mitchell Nixon started Taylor off. Maya missing Mouse back from Spanish Travis tried out. Dustin stopped Mally. Miss Wilson is collect hunting. Abby Cooper came back to the Hermione puts Sky in the store. Red Hood stabbed Chad while his back turned. And Brooke makes a slingshot. 9 counts on Shaquille, Charlotte, Miss Story, Miss Shen, Jonathan, Mr. Alvin, Miss V, Rod, and Chad. Night 1, Cactus has a tree, Brooklyn sort of fire, Maya tries to stand in after sleep, Miss Wilson, Ryder tries to sleep myself sleep, Kane and Colin tells her about himself cutter. Game Master Travis, Asbury, Sarah Albi, and another sleeping shift. Hermione put Preston to take. Time doesn't run into the threats just for a night. Impossible crime and tree arrest. Daniel, Devin, and Miss Wilson. She burns three masters from Monster, Taylor, and the night side. Johnny, Emmy, and Ethan discuss one. Miss Earth tries sleeping, no sleep. Lizzie been scopes to the he refused. Lizzie alive. Nemo took to her fire. Anna shooting buttons to arrows into her head. Sarah doing Savannah not kill her, only kill her instead. Cooper and Katniss rolling, but Sky protect him, killing Cooper. Regina Mally sinking shift. Two attempts for fire with successful. Kira rolls from Nightmare, and nothing felt when Minnie Mouse and Nishi Isabel and East for sinking shift. Red Hood crossing home, Kala and Teal sinking shift. Snow White receiving Master from Mono Hunter, Anna Montana receiving Metal Spiral. Mr. Ryan also received Metal Spiral. Taylor that also into our shelter as the Honolulu site where she is. Is the Eastern Camp under shoot. Maddie Seal from Hermione. While she is looking, Branson receiving Metal Spread. Food from Mountain Hunter, Mr. Ryan crashing suddenly. Snow White seeing from Riders and Spencer. Sarah's healed from Daniel while he isn't. Terry passes archery, Asbury go hunting. Halloween naturally seemed tested much from another cat. You also what she managed to see. Myra seemed to closer from out on the hunter. Yard to that and one time was managed to escape. Zohan and Tiana care for the Abby received clean water. This house is present to friendly. Working on trade. You consider pressing by missing his skills. Skull. Miss Larson still from Mr. Noel. She hit. In Cannon, 10 to Minimus Moon. You will defeat Mr. Lime in the fight Mr. is life. To it, turn Johnny into a grow. Then turns from Harvard. Presently, just for our reward. Ryder Bank pertaining to him. See if you think of the line killing Ryder. Sky and Devon there today. Regina pushes Teal around and pushes around Teal in the store. Katniss wraps right around Keller because that's for portrayed. Call that pit fell over. Star racing closer from the puncher is Biller. Paris not and listen start the master off. 5-10 top Brooks, Savannah, Cooper, Stove, and Ryder. 9-2 and Montana has to sleep herself. Travis ran to Sarah Arby, Devin Yoso away from his fire. Sawdust and Snow White reaching and Kala and getting her signature. Mr. Then passed out from Mr. Go that then they led to him as a random king game master. Mr. Random also says Mr. Onishi turned Katniss into baby Maya transfer sleep. Captain on the site is unable to start a fire sleep out warm. Sarah destroyed Nemo's fire while she was asleep. Nemo seemed rushing herself. Ethan severely injured Daniel by putting him out of mystery. Johnny at Eastern with his shelter. Miss Larson defeat Miss Wilson in the fight best bears his life. Abby destroyed Teal's fire while she Sarah put Dustin in the diaper. Maddie severely injured Anna Lee for her die. Then Mouse that Red Hood disruption to Penn Branson, Tala and Hermione away from fire. Talina. No time from on the sponsor. Lizzie, Kim Possible, and Kane to discuss the game after morning. Miller Brooklyn and Northern Star decide to certain Sky present tell story with themselves to each other. Day 3, Hyena, Devin Mercury, Tiana runs away from Manny. Minnie Mouse versus Sebastian. We're unknown sponsor. Sarah turned Emmy into baby. Preston put Burns in diapers. Guard divert Miss Larson attention radio. Nemo makes one zero went to the server game. User Katniss Kala Mr. Golden Ring and Montana Hemp House. Nisha comes home himself first and Cynthia goes hunting and another Canon Isabella is Halloween after and Disney on tree. Then puts on the diapers. Snow White goes to the Myra Impossible Camp out of hunting. Johnny, Kai, Travis, Teal, and Tua and tree. Hermione receives hatchet from on the sponsor. Miss Mouse certainly slices Ethan's sword. Mr. Allianz folds his straight and drown. Tyler is supposed to from on the sponsor. Regeneration that's not killer. Only until him is dead. Asbury more and isn't this answer research suddenly. 5 friends shot in your 6 standard shot. Game Master Daniel, Anna, Ethan, Mr. Allianz, and Dust. Impression, Minnie Mouse, Hannah Montana, Snow White, Tell Story versus Story, Crash Surfing, Compulsive Died from Dynasty, Paula tries to impression, Catnip, Manny, the Kingdom kills Zostana, Johnny receives an attribute from a puncher, Lizzie can go home, reminding play Isabel in the pacifier mount. Personally seeing what clean water. Everyone's telling me to start and say about more. You also try to sing for self sleep. Travis sing fell home. Sarah's on the news, try to fire and sleep about warmth. After defeat, call best friend of his life. Brooklyn to start in Maya and Asbury away from her fire. 10 and 10 guys when sitting on the snow. Easter goes to sleep. Branson and Nelly contribute to alive. Reno passed out with Ms. Austin. You two firemen in the session. Devin goes to sleep. Mr. Lim tends to his wound. That next guy ran to Teal, Nemo, sleeping shift. Mr. Nolan tends to our wounds. Day 4 and Diana, Maya, Miss Wilson, Sarah checked down and killed Tiana and Collar said that falls and killing Taylor. Taylor turned Eastern to babies. Regina swing her and go running away from Snow White. Nemo and Mr. Onishi start fighting, but Nemo runs away as Snow White kill Mr. Onishi. Red Hood and tribute. So Robbie fish and press and pit flowers at Collar and Asbury on tribute. And Montana makes a slingshot. Another tries to try and Maddie chases Tua. Tiara to that fruit from the tree. Branson, Silencing, Snap, Halloween, Hacker, Nets, Teal, Starno, Devon, African, Chesline, in Water, Brooklyn, Racing, Hatchet, Miss Larson, Stop, Mr. Lim, using Water Source, Travis, Untap, Mr. Gold, Machine Man to escape. He also put Cactus and Diapers, Visibility makes one here, Johnny receiving Metal Strike from Emmy receiving Pressure from an unknown sponsor, and Sky Dinosaur Dynasty. Kim Possible, Intense Charger, Kim Possible is on the Tiana, Taylor, Miss Ronishi, Halloween, Patrick, Devin, and Sky. Nope. Nightform, Kane to a Malian, Regina, Sinking Shift, Steam, Maya, Teal, Lizzie, and Cat, Sinking Shift, Mr. Golden, Calling, Calm, Miss Boss, go sleep, His Valley, go sleep, Press, Think, Home. Color, Think, Quiet, Think, Home, Mr. Lim, Cooking Food, for Finale's Fire. So much, She was for the Puncher, Color, Beg for on the Montana Sailor. She was thinking, Alive, Emmy, a camera feet, but falls on 10. Killing a boat, Redder than the Star Fire, Sleep, but warm. Remind for Pinot Fire, Easter, that Robin to burns the big. Sure, if you think he burns the lime. Sarah, Minnie Mouse, another Brooklyn, Total Soda, Australia, like the moon, the Dirty Slice of Johnny with a sword, Cayenne, and the sword of the and stay called Warren, Miss Larson, ring for help. From the